Issue number 11 of the Mighty Morphin comic by Boom Studios begins over 10,000 years ago in an unknown location following Zofram's transformation after touching the Zeo crystal. Zofram is assumed dead, and we see how he looks now without the blue skin he once had. Zofram believes Zordon is responsible for his transformation because it was Zordon who kept insisting that Zofram take the crystal. Zofram suspects that Zordon knew what would happen when the Zeo crystal was touched. From this point on, Zofram is no more, and this current form would dedicate his death to the destruction of Eltar. That pleases Zartus. At Angel Grove High, Billy sits down for lunch with Rocky, Adam and Aisha. The Rangers don't mind Billy being there, they're just confused why Billy kept the whole Green Ranger thing a secret. He tells them he wanted to see if he could repower the Green Ranger coin and was afraid if anyone found out, they'd talk him out of it. It's Zordon who's still angry at Billy, and it sounds like he's still going to take away Billy's power coin. At the youth centre, Matt approaches Kimberly. She's still angry at him for siding with Lord Zedd when Angel Grove was in lockdown under Zedd's barrier. Matt explains why he did it. He and Promethea fought for as long as they could, but when it became clear that the Rangers weren't going to rescue them, they made a deal with Lord Zedd to prevent the destruction of the city and the people in it. Grey Sterling puts Earth first, and Matt is not sure the same can be said about Zordon. At the command centre, a plan is being formulated to rescue Zelia. It is here that Zartus introduces the Sentry Force Four to the Rangers. They're comprised of Zenith, 00, Zeta and Zag. They're different from the Guardians of Eltar. They operated covertly, but the Sentry Force Four specialise in more aggressive encounters. The plan is simply to go to the moon, defeat Lord Zedd's forces, free Zelia, and then Earth can join the Great Eltarian Alliance. Each sentry has their own skill set. Zag has rapid short-range teleportation. Zenith flies. 00 is just an Eltarian piloting a small mecha, and Zeta wields a sword. Zartus asks Tommy about the Green Ranger, whether he can be trusted. Tommy says maybe they can. Zartus says he needs all the Rangers to battle against the Imperials, and if Matt creates uncertainty, Zartus can replace him. Zartus and the Sentry Force Four teleport back to the Eltarian command ship. Zartus introduced the Sentry Force Four to the Rangers so that they can see the Rangers in action up close when they go to rescue Zelia. Suddenly a visitor arrives which surprises Zartus, and that visitor turns out to be Zelia. She says it took a bit of time for her to escape from Lord Zedd. Zartus has Zelia return to her quarters to rest, but Zenith and Zartus know that Zelia was lying about her escape. At Promethea, Grace asks Billy what he knows about the Eltarian gunship that's orbiting Earth. When Billy tells Grace that Zartus is there to help rescue Candace, Grace lets on that she knows Zartus is the Supreme Guardian of Eltar. She senses something bad's about to happen. Billy is working on something new, but it's a secret. Whatever he's working on, it's something Billy wanted to do for a while, but he didn't have Zedd's technology. So I am intrigued. Just what is he working on now? Back on Zartus' ship, Zartus unlocks the vault to reveal what appears to be shards of the Zeo crystal. After unlocking the vault, he engages security protocol Obsidian, which initiates a lockdown sequence. He then tells someone in hiding to show themselves because there's no way out. That person is Zelia. Zartus thinks Zelia was turned by Zedd to take the Celestial Shard. Zelia, however, tells Zartus that Lord Zedd revealed everything, that Zedd is Zofram of Eltar. Zelia tries to fight Zartus, but then Zag teleports in to protect him. Zelia tries throwing her blade at Zag, but he teleports the blade back towards Zelia. When she catches her blade back, she tries to kill everyone there, but then Zeta is teleported in by Zag, and Zelia is stopped in her tracks, as Zeta holds a blade to her neck. At the command centre, Zartus tells Zordon that Zelia escaped from Lord Zedd and is now in the infirmary on his ship, but will be sent back to Eltar. Zartus also says that he's bringing in the Eltarian Guard to take on Zedd, and once Zedd's defeated, Zartus is going to need the power coins so he can give them to soldiers instead of having teenagers with attitude wielding them. The conversation ends, and Zordon tells the Rangers that Zelia failed. Even after her warning, the Eltarian invasion is upon them. We're finally getting somewhere now. It's confirmed that Zofram is indeed Lord Zedd. We know that Zartus wants to conquer Earth, and now it turns out that Zelia warned Zordon about this, which is why the Rangers are now preparing against an invasion. It seems that Zartus held a grudge against Zordon and Zofram, because Zofram promoted Zordon to Chief Guardian, meaning that he was next in line to be Supreme Guardian instead of Zartus. The upcoming Eltarian War, then, appears to stem from a jealous Zartus.